Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know I say this every week. This is very, very important. I know I also say that a lot as well, but for a few reasons. Number one, this is our final webinar training of 2024. So save the best for last, right? Some say, and I think I agree with that statement because we have some awesome stuff to go over today on the life side, the annuity side, seminar sales, some giveaways. We have, in fact, with the main presentation today with Rob Petzel from Kansas City Life, awesome, awesome material. And then as soon as he wraps up, we're going to dive into some new marketing material, giveaways, incentives, all the above. So we're going to take up this full hour. We'll be done right before 3 p.m. Eastern time. I want to make sure that you walk away with a bunch of gold nuggets. So please take down notes. Any questions, please use that Q&A pane. You can expand it or minimize it. That's part of the GoToWebinar software. And then anything that comes up after the fact, or if you wrote a note down and you say, hey, Bill, tell me more about this product, or what's the commissions, or whatever the case is, just let us know. We'll get you set up with Levinson and Kansas City Life. And then we can even pull Rob back into a conference call, a webinar, even a face-to-face if you have a group of agents that want to learn more. No problem at all. Okay, we are here to help you. In fact, I'll just tell you a quick backstory. So years and years and years ago, I had this great idea with the SAGE Scholarship Program. Okay, this was huge with Wells Fargo customers. SAGE and Wells Fargo teamed up, and I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. They teamed up together, and they would give these scholarships to the Wells Fargo banking and investment clients. So I had this idea and said, wow, this would be great if we can bring in an insurance carrier and tie in the free scholarship program to their approved products. And I flew out to Kansas City and I met with Rob and his team, and they were the first company to approve Levinson and the scholarship program. So I'll never forget our first year out, and we have to write, a lot of premium, and we have to make this worthwhile and help our agents, help their clients, where it's a win-win-win. And in fact, we were like the number one agency as far as application count, but it was like 90% of the products were this gift of life product. Because what was happening is our agents, right? Think about this, our 23,000 plus agents said, wow, this gift of life, it's a children's whole life product tied in with this 1 year free scholarship program. I think at the time it was like 10 or 15 bucks a month. What grandparent or parent is going to say no to this? And our agents were using it as door openers, and they were crushing it. Okay. I mean, our numbers were skyrocketing, but the premium wasn't so high, right? And what's crazy to me, and you think about, here's this great company, they're still partially family owned and operated. They've been around for over 100 years. The customer service is that old school model where you can speak to an underwriter, which these days doesn't happen anymore, but with Kansas City Life, it does. So here's this great company, right? And they have some great products. But back then, they had, let's say Gift of Life was hot. They had some other great products. The problem was the technology wasn't so great. They didn't have any application, non-med underwriting, and I can go on and on and on. And, I would sit there and I would tell our agents and train them and say, hey, this is a great company for your clients, for yourself, and we can't just use Gift of Life. We have to kind of spread out the product portfolio a little bit more. So anyway, as the years went on, we did that. And now you fast forward to today, and here's the reason why I'm telling you this. Fast forward to today. So not only do they still have the amazing door opener Gift of Life product, and they still have that old school customer service model, right, that you used to get back in the career shop days, okay? They still have that in 2024 and moving into the new year, but now they have the technology as well. That was the missing piece, the e-application, the non-med underwriting, the most competitive ROP product on the planet, okay? So now there's no more excuse. It's not just gift of life. Okay, and that's why I wanted Rob Petzel, our VP, on today to share everything that's going on today at Kansas City Life and then everything that's coming. I think by Q1, he's going to talk about a new product launch, but I don't want to steal his thunder. But this is a great story to tell for agents, especially moving into the new year. And again, I mean, you're hearing like what's going on with some of these low-rated annuity carriers just recently. It's all over the news and the press. You need a well-rated company, okay, at least A minus or better. And when you look at Kansas City Life's history for life and annuities, by the way, okay, they have an unbelievable story to tell. So anyway, I want to dive into the presentation. I just think this one, especially for the final webinar of the year, is an amazing one that you don't want to miss. And I know most of you are going to see this in the next week or 2 weeks, you know, over your vacation, over the holiday weekends coming up. We have 2 weekends coming up, and then boom, we're off to the new year. So anyway, make sure you're paying attention. Let's jump right in. JC is hosting today with our Kansas City Life VP, Rob, as well. The first one is talking about the annuity environment and what's going on today. So I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I'm sure you all have heard what's going on with Sentinel, ACL. In fact, I have a podcast tomorrow with one of the top annuity consultants, Coach Chris, and we're going to dive into the annuity landscape for 24, the final quarter, and then moving into the new year. And we're starting off 2025 with IBEXIS launch. So IBEXIS is a new annuity carrier that is A minus rated. Some great FIA and MIGAs. And on Thursday, the 2nd, so literally the second day of the year, we're going to bring on our VP and do a full product and carrier launch. So you don't want to miss that webinar. And then, like I said, tomorrow I have the podcast episode, our final episode of the year. And then that we will launch by Monday or Tuesday, the latest. So you'll have it right before Christmas. And what I want to do next, if we can go to the next slide here, is talk about what's most important to me. And hopefully in fact, I know it's important to all of our agents and carriers and VPs, is giving back. And especially this time of year, we participated on Saturday. In fact, this was the 19th year of the Toy Rally. We were a silver sponsor 12 years in a row. And we have a combined $100,000 donation with over 4,000 toys to underprivileged children. So we're very proud of this. And without you all, our agents, our employees, family members, we would never, ever be in this position and be able to give back like this. So it means the world to me. And I know it means the world to you. So I wanted to share this on this third slide real fast. So let's keep moving forward. What I want to talk about too, which is equally as important, is you, our customer, our agents. So these are 2 Google reviews that came in. By the way, if you go on our Facebook or our Google reviews page, please say a few words, testimonial, comment, whatever. Okay, and we'll send you the prospecting book on us. But these were just fantastic. I wanted to share. These came in within the last 4 weeks. The top one, I just wanted to take a moment to share how impressed I've been with the support I've received as a new agent. The team has been incredibly helpful in getting me set up and started, providing top-notch guidance every step of the way. I'm excited to be joining such a great organization and look forward to what lies ahead. And that's from a newer agent. And she took time out of her busy day to share that testimonial, which is everything to us. We share this with our staff. This is what moves the needle internally every single day with our team. By the way, now we're spread out over 4 states, but this is shared, like I said, internally, and it just means the world to us because, you know, and you know this, you've called in a lot of nights and days at 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. We're still here answering the phones. And this is the fuel that drives our entire team on a daily basis. So please never stop sharing. And I always say we're not 100% perfect, but we're 99%, right? And I'm on record saying that. And the 1% time that something falls through the cracks, pick up the phone, call me or Carrie, shoot us an email. We'll do what we can to turn it around and make it great again, okay, for you. On the bottom, Dave, what a great group of people who are more than willing to serve. It's everything. 5 stars. Please share. And I just want to say thank you for, in fact, the best year ever in business for Levinson and Associates. Thank you to you all, okay, for writing with us, for trusting us in your business. That means the world. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about our big powwow of the year. This is our annual Agent Expo. We are back, bigger and better than ever. Thrive in 25 is the hashtag for April 11th, 2025, Levinson Expo. Now, here's what's so cool. So I always talk about bigger and better and how we're going to do things different. We don't want to just repeat the same exact expo every year. So for 2025, we're bringing in an annuity keynote speaker on top of our life keynote, on top of our agent panel. So it's going to be spread out. Life, we're going to bring in annuity, in fact, supplemental products as well, and then those ultimate door openers. So it's going to be a day that you will never forget. We'll have giveaways, breakfast, lunch, snacks. I'm going to say this now, you must RSVP register as soon as we hang up today. We're going to send out a thank you email, and there'll be a registration link. We are capped at 300 agents because of the fire code. So make sure we're already getting up there in numbers, and we haven't even ended 2024 yet. So please make sure you RSVP, and then it's free for everyone, by the way. But on the top right, so this is it's now a Hilton resort right on the sand in South Florida. So starting at $30,000, this is combined life and annuity production. You get a suite right on the ocean. We pay for that. At $60,000 round trip airfare plus oceanfront suite, $70,000 round trip airfare, 2 free nights in our oceanfront suite, and it's double annuity credit until the 31st of this month. So you have just about a week and a half left. Make sure you get in those annuity apps, double credit, and then we're going to end the contest in March. So just make sure you get in all applications, and this will make for a great staycation, vacation, call it whatever you want, and then we'll do a dinner the night before for all of the out-of-town agents. Okay, let's keep moving forward. By the way, speaking of giveaways, I mentioned it earlier, we have some great incentives on today's webinar, and we're giving away at the end of this presentation, right before 3 p.m., I have Apple AirPods. I also have the Fire HD8 tablet. So we're going to pick one agent. Whoever answers first incorrectly, it's my question of the day, we'll announce your name, and you walk away a winner. And it's the perfect timing with the holidays. Okay, I'm almost done here. I have just 2 more slides, and then Rob will take the wheel. This is our Life and Annuity 411 newsletter. In fact, it just went out yesterday. We'll have one more before the year end, but basically everything you need to know with all of our life and annuity carriers. We have thousands of products, all of the in-house technology, platforms, CRM, all the above. Okay, everything is here at your fingertips in one email that should be sitting in your inbox every other week. If you don't have it, let us know. That means we have your wrong email address, but this is very important just to kind of keep your finger on the pulse on the industry overall. Okay, you got to know what's going on. You got to know, hey, this product is gone, this company's gone, but this product is amazing, right? It's here to stay. This carrier is amazing, and I need to talk to my clients about this product and carrier. Okay, you got to know what's going on. You got to be able to answer questions intelligently and know the latest and greatest. So very important stuff. Let's keep moving forward. Everybody loves holiday cash, okay? And we make it so easy, okay? Let's look on the right-hand side. See the mobile app there, the picture in the middle. All you have to do is enroll in our SMS text messaging campaign, okay? Very simple. We'll include this in the thank you email. If you're enrolled with your next life or annuity app, $100 Amazon gift card. That's simple, okay? Very, very simple, very easy to win. Left-hand side is our Insure Me Now direct contest starting at $100 all the way to $500, okay? And those are easy door opener products to sell, all of the low-hanging fruit, as I like to say, okay? In fact, all you have to do You're talking to a consumer, they send you an email. In fact, we just had the largest blue collar P&C agency that was in our office yesterday. Okay, they have over 400 locations in 9 states. Okay, they're partnering up with us just for Insure Me Now Direct because they know they have all these P&C customers and their book of business is huge and they want to cross sell. They want to take advantage of their clientele buying other policies, right? And it should be with them and not with the competition. So we are literally branding a website just for them so they can market to their entire book of business. So you have to think like this, and it's free. Okay, and we have so many campaigns to go along with it. It's all complimentary. And now we have more carriers and products than ever, so there's no more excuses. Okay, you got to get set up with InsureMeNowDirect.com. Let's move forward to our official presentation, final presentation of 2024. My good friend Rob Petzel is going to take it from here. Rob?
Bill?
There we go. Perfect. Rob, I think you have the wheel, buddy.
Excellent. Thanks for having me on, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody taking time out of their busy schedules this time of year with the holidays, all the shopping going around, trying to year-end push for contests and incentive trips and all the other reasons why we're all so busy at the end of the year. So I appreciate everybody taking time to go through this. I got some slides here. I want to take you through all the latest and greatest stuff that's coming on with Kansas City Life. As we get into it, I want to remind you all, and Bill did a great job of introducing Kansas City Life and where we were and where we've been and where we're going to now. A little bit about the company. We've been around since 1895. Mentioned, a lot of some issues with annuity companies and ratings and things of that nature. Kansas City Life is an A- rated. It is just reaffirmed with a positive outlook. We've been an A-rated company for, I want to say it's something like 57 years in a row. We bounce between A+, and A-, just given the financial world and everything that's going on out there. But the company is a very, very solid company. Obviously, all of our agents are 100% independent. We do have an OSJ on the security side. But most importantly, Kansas City Life's got no debt. We don't owe anybody anything. So you won't have any financial concerns about doing business with Kansas City Life. What I want to jump into is a lot of the things that differs Kansas City Life. We've come a long way with our technology. I believe that we've got the easiest electronic application on the planet when it comes to submitting business with Kansas City Life on the life side. We are also making huge enhancements in our underwriting process. Not only will you have the concierge white glove service of being able to access and speak to your underwriter, you'll also have the speed to issue, and you're going to see a lot of that when I start mentioning the new product that we have here. What you really find when you're doing business with Kansas City Life is we're a very niche company. We're not going to be able to compete with the big boys by being the innovator. We're always, second or third to the party, mainly because we're not a huge company like a lot of these other organizations out there. But what we do is we find ways to separate ourselves. And here are a couple of examples. The first, we've got the income assured option. This is a rider that allows the client to control how the death benefit is paid. One of the only companies that have it. I'm going to get into the details there. I mentioned our return of premium product. It is the best on the planet, mainly because of its unique design, but it is going to be probably the most reasonably priced. I know we got a lot of companies that are getting out of the ROP space. Ours isn't going anywhere. We love the product for us. And then I want to talk a little bit about the lifetime income rider. Kansas City Life does not have any equity index annuities, but we do have a very competitive income rider on our fixed annuity. So if you have a annuity or income play with some annuity dollars there for the client, take a look at Kansas City Life's lifetime income rider. So as we look at the income assured option, this is a really busy page. It's really just a brochure that's available for you to show your clients, but allows your clients to control the death benefit. And here's an example. We've got a client who bought $1 million worth of life insurance. If that client passes away, the family gets $1 million. We all know how people who end up with lots and lots of money immediately maybe poorly manage the money. Statistics tell us that most people have spent through all of their life insurance proceeds within 3 years of death. Within 3 years of the insured passing away, the life insurance proceeds are gone. So Kansas City Life came up with this income assured option tool. It's got benefits that allow the client to control death benefit and control the amount of money that the family gets so that you can replace income or maybe use it to pay down mortgages, whatever it might be. But what it also does is if you look, without the income assured option, the $1 million worth of death benefit pays them $1 million. With the income assured option, the $1 million worth of death benefit actually pays them $1,241,000 over that 20-year time frame. So it actually gets the client more insurance coverage for less price. Here's the really cool thing. A lot of you might be saying, well, Bob, if I make that $1 million sale and my client passes away, ultimately I'll be able to go out and maybe get those dollars and invest them in an annuity or something along those lines. This is all turnkey, guys. This happens automatically if it's set up, and we pay you as if you made that $1 million annuity sale. Oh, in this example, I'm sorry, it's $700,000 because we give the clients a $300,000 lump sum. You get paid like a brand new single premium immediate annuity sale. No paperwork that needs to be completed. It just happens. The income starts for the client. When the first income payment is made to the client, your commissions are also paid to you. It's one of the only riders like this in the industry, and it is the only rider that is completely free. It doesn't cost the client anything, and the client can make all the changes that they want to it right up until the moment that they pass away. And this is the back page of that brochure that we've got for you. Bill mentioned a cashback, and so did I. Our return of premium product is by far the best on the street, mainly because it gives the client lots of options. It's built on a whole life chassis with a 20-year or a 30-year term period. So cash accumulates like a whole life. It allows the clients the ability to borrow against the cash value if they need to. And then when the duration is up, they got choices. The client can choose to get all their money back. The client can choose a reduced paid up whole life policy, or the client can choose to extend the term of their original death benefit. We've got a really cool tool that allows clients or agents to compare term versus the return of premium product for their client. It's called the Triple Option Term Wizard. What you're looking at is a snapshot of our internal website where we run our illustrations. If you go up under that Wizards tab there, you're going to see the Triple Option Term Wizard. You simply put in your term product over on the left-hand side, client's information in the middle, and then you can put the client's name to the far right. Once you've done that, you get this one-page sales tool. What it does is it will compare a level term product versus splitting the level term and the return of premium product, or 100% return of premium. So rather than you sitting in front of your client saying, Mr. and Mrs. Client, would you like to buy this? You can say to your client, Mr. and Mrs. Client, which of these would you rather buy? And what this tool does is it actually calculates the rate of return the client would need to earn if they were going to buy term and invest the difference. So if this client was going to buy term and invest the difference somewhere, they would need to get down here on the right-hand side, this blue box scenario 3, the rate of return. You need to get a 5% rate of return guaranteed for the next 20 years. Remember, it's a guaranteed return, not something in the market or something along those lines. This is checking account returns. You need to get a 5% rate of return over the next 30 years to equal getting all of their premium back. The difference between the return of premium or the cash back and the term. So great sales opportunity there for you guys as well. Let's see what we got next here. Lifetime income rider. This is the annuity rider that I had mentioned for you. It's designed to grow at 7.2%, so the client's money is going to double for income purposes over 10 years. It is on our fixed annuity chassis. It's on every one of our fixed annuity chassis. It's a very, very low-cost rider that will allow you to create that pension-type atmosphere for your client. Now, to kind of give you some perspective around why we like this, this is some numbers that our advanced markets attorney put together for us and gave us rates of return of the S&P 500. You see, since 1928, it's 9%. Since 1957, it's 10%. Over the past 5 years, the S&P 500 has returned 15.36%. They say, Rob, why are you telling me all of this stuff? Well, the reason that I'm telling you all of this stuff is because we are what and this is Fidelity. This isn't even Kansas City Life's information. Where Fidelity gave us a mid-year stock outlook, and they're telling us that we're coming to an end of what they're calling a super cycle. You see the dates and time frames there. Oops, sorry. You see the dates and time frames of the super cycles. So they're saying that we're coming out of this 10-year time frame, or this 15-year time frame of a super cycle. This is what all of these large firms are projecting for rates of return. I don't see too many sevens there. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that if you've got a client who's nearing retirement, they've got some annuity money, take a look at the lifetime income rider to get them that rate of return that they might not be able to expect on their stock portfolio. Here's an example of how the lifetime income rider would work against market returns. If you see, the client's got to get a 9.85% rate of return. That's the far right grid there. 9.48% rate of return to generate the same level of income that the lifetime income rider would guarantee them should they use one of our fixed annuities with the lifetime income rider. So lots of great material coming from our advanced markets department. So let's talk a little bit more about why partnering with Kansas City Life. We've got some really competitive index universal life products, really simple designs, easy for you guys to utilize. We've got some turnkey seminar marketing that I'm going to share with you. And then you are going to be one of the first people to hear just a little bit, because I can't disclose everything yet, about our new competitive, very low cost term product. So when it comes to our IULs, we got two of them, Compass Elite and Equiflex. There are two different brochures available for you to be able to provide your clients so you can know the differences. But what we've done is we've kept our products really, really simple. Simplified, not complified. We got a streamlined design. It's easier to convey, and it helps us reduce policy expenses so that these products can stay really competitive on the cash accumulation side. So we've got one crediting method, annual point to point. We've got one index, the S&P 500. And then we've got 3 index account options there. I'm going to get into those here in a little bit more detail in just a second. So why do we use the S&P 500? Been around forever, in 1957. It is very, very stable. It's all U.S. large companies, and every company in the S&P 500 has to have a market cap of 13.1 billion or greater. So it's a very strong, very consistent, very predictable index for us. So it gives us peace of mind when we're utilizing it inside our IULs. So let's compare the two different annuities. Equiflex is going to be a competitive product in terms of target premiums. Compass Elite is going to be a little bit higher for you. In terms of benefits for the clients, our minimum premiums are going to be lower on the Equiflex. So it's a lower entry level for the clients. Commissions right in line with competitors on both of them. Higher target on Compass Elite, so your pay is going to look a little bit better. The biggest difference between these two products is Equiflex is not available for juveniles. Compass Elite, you can write on children that are 2 weeks old. Just 2 weeks old, you can, if you've got a client who wants to start accumulating for their child's future, they can utilize it. So the moving parts. Here are the index account options that we've got. Our existing cap, and this slide is wrong. So I'm actually going to jump over here, guys, to this sheet. So we've got 4 index account options. As you can see, index account A, the cap is currently at 9%. Index account B, we've got a 50% participation with no cap. Index account C, that's where the client purchases up the cap to as high as 12%. Now, it does cost 1% to be in that. That's why you see at the 0 rate of return, we've got a negative 1% rate of return. That's your 1% fee. And then index account E, this is where I think the story is. Index account C is our multiplier. Your cap is 11.5% with a 50% multiplier. Now, it is relatively expensive relative to the other index accounts at a 3% charge. But look at the rates of return where, if we use this grid, blue is the best index account to be in based on the rates of return to the S&P 500. Look at all the blue for that index account E. And if what everybody is telling us is that the S&P 500 isn't going to have its significant 15, 16% rates of return, that multiplier is going to be so much more valuable for your clients in their IULs. So a little bit more perspective here on that IUL, right? Again, this is coming out of our advanced markets department. Look at the 25-year rates of return, 7.18% of the S&P 500. So great opportunity to utilize that last index account multiplier to make the money perform the way that it has over the previous years. Here's the IUL rates of return and how it's performed. So you see that up here in the top, right? That multiplier, its maximum has averaged 9.18 there. That's why we really, really like that index account option for you. It's averaged 7.41. That's why we really like that multiplier account for you, especially in this investment environment that we think that we're going to end up being in here soon. Lots of riders on all of the different products. We're hoping that we're going to have a critical illness rider across at least all of our fixed products or our permanent products, hopefully some of our term products as well. We're hoping that we're going to have that sometime mid next year. It's been in the works for a while. No breaking news on that, but we are working on a good, solid critical illness rider as well to complement all of these additional riders that you see here. Seminar marketing material. I'm going to jump out of this here for a minute. And I'm going to jump down to my web, our internal portal. If you guys are in the Kansas City Life internal portal, and because of your relationship with Levinson, you have access to this, I go to my home screen, and I come down here to our classic website. We're transitioning everything over to the new one. Those of you that have been with us for a while, you recognize this as being our old one. I'm going to come up here to advanced sales. And then I'm going to come to seminar marketing right here in the middle. If you come and jump into this website, you will see we have 3 different seminar models here for you, all turnkey. The only thing you need to be responsible for is finding the venue and paying for it, and then getting your clients there. We have all the materials that you need. I'll fly and do the presentation for you. I'll fly my advanced markets attorney to do the presentation for you, or you can certainly do it yourself. Me coming or my advanced markets attorney coming, there's no charge whatsoever there. Kansas City Life takes care of the costs there. But you would be responsible for just getting people in, getting the butts in the seats, for lack of a better way to put it, and finding the venue and getting that taken care of. But we've got everything. We've got the presentation for you. We've got postcard invitations for you. There's a workbook you can provide your client. There's an invitation. There's an e-blast that's made up already. Turnkey for assuring peace of mind in retirement. So this is for your clients who are getting close to retirement. We've also got an accumulation webinar, stepping stones. This is building for retirement. And then finally, we've also got a Social Security seminar available to you. Again, all of this stuff is turnkey. All of the material is free of charge to you. All you need to do is tell me how much you have it, when your webinar is, and whether or not you need me there to help present it. All right, now I'm going to jump back over here to PowerPoint presentation. And this is going to take me all the way to the beginning, unfortunately, so I'm going to slide all the way down. Central Guard's coming. Q1 of 2025. This is going to be our new low-cost term product, which will be highly competitive in the low-cost term product line. It's not going to be the cheapest on the street. We're never going to be that company, but we are going to be highly, highly competitive. And as Bill mentioned, we've got some technological advances that are going to help us with speed to issue. My hope is that we'll hear about all the details of this product in January, but I know that we will hear about all of the products and all of the enhancements no later than the end of the first quarter of the year. So please be on the lookout for that. If there are any questions that you guys have about Kansas City Life, please reach out to the great folks at Levinson Agency. They know Kansas City Life's business like the back of our hand. We've got a phenomenal relationship with them. One of my favorite organizations to work with, one of my largest organizations to work with. I appreciate everybody taking the time. And if there's nothing else, Bill, JC, it's back to you guys.
That was great, Rob. Thank you so much. Yes, and we will, with any questions, obviously patch you back in. I just want to make sure we get everyone out on time. I have a lot of information to go over and great options for gifts for your clients, for your prospects that we're also going to review, and then an agent giveaway as well. So, Rob, thanks again, and we will be in touch. And obviously, I want to, well, we'll speak after, but happy holidays, happy new year, all the above. Thanks for doing a great job. Now, moving forward here, our first slide after the presentation is how to get started. And this is important. So we have a direct IMO contract with Kansas City Life. Okay, so just think about commissions, think about renewals. Okay, it's a straight pass through on all renewals. They even advance 9 months if you qualify. We can even ask for a 12-month exception. Okay, as long as you qualify. So a lot of perks there as well. Everything is going to be inside the thank you email that you'll have in your inbox before we leave tonight. And then if you can't wait, obviously call into any one of our marketers. We'll run quotes, get you contracted, and everything you need to move forward. Let's jump in here to my first official slide of the second part. So we're talking about return of premium, right? Options on permanent, on term, all the above. If we can go to the next slide, that would be great. So we handpick all of the top solutions for you, right, as far as carriers and products. If there's a new carrier that hits the street, right, and it's A-rated or better, okay, and we already did our due diligence, we're going to be the first to bring that to you, okay? And you need to be comfortable knowing we don't want to have a Burger King, a McDonald's all on the same corner. So each carrier represents a certain niche of the market. Okay, and when it comes to return of premium, we said this a few times. The term with ROP, okay, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, totally different animal. There were a ton of great products and carriers, as we know. Okay, but as the years went on, market changes, compliance changes. Today, we're standing with Kansas City Life as number one by a long shot. Okay, and I'm going to show you an example in a few more slides where we take a 45-year-old woman, a mother, okay, with a 1-year-old, and we're going to sell her a return of premium product. And I'm going to show you exactly how to make it a slam dunk sale. But what I wanted to point out with this specific slide is you're going to see Kansas City Life up top. They now have the EAP, no exam to 1 million, a Surety Life just under Kansas City. They have a great vanilla term product with return of premium, and the best part with a Surety, it's on the Insure Me Now direct platform. In fact, all of the Surety products on Insure Me Now, they're all direct to consumer with instant decision. They all have a return of premium rider. So that's a big deal. Okay. Now, they don't have the triple play option like Kansas City Life has, but again, some other great products. They have a great niche that no one else has, quite frankly. Just under Surety, you're going to see American National. So when we're talking about permanent IUL, a competitive IUL, okay, with built-in ROP, no brainer. Okay, Pac Life, another great GUL option with built-in return of premium as well. So some other great products there. Mutual of Omaha, another big one, IUL with ROP, and they have that SHAVE program. So that's their niche. And again, no exam to $1 million. But here's what's so cool. Those 4 carriers all have the free scholarship program, and you got to pay attention. Reason why, if you're already appointed with those carriers, okay, and you're selling these products today, here's what I'm going to point out. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, you ready for this? When we're talking about gifting, okay, it's holiday time. How can you get the word out, plant the seed that, hey, it's me, Bill Levinson, the insurance go-to, the guru, okay? And here's my gift to you, but you're also teeing up a new sale, okay? And it becomes a win-win. So I'm going to show you 2 options, okay, where you can be the superstar. We have agents doing this today. In fact, they do it every year in December, okay? And it changes the way they start their year. Why? Because they already have applications either approved or in underwriting, and they're off to the races, okay, come January 2nd, okay, the first official day of the year as far as business hours. Okay, before I get into that, I'm going to show you Insure Me Now Direct, okay? Why? Because when you think about P&C agencies, think about health agencies, think about life agents that are using social media, they're driving agents to their website and their Facebook page, okay? They're even running social media ads, which I suggest you do. We even have these ads already built, okay? You should have your Insure Me Now Direct site up or use it as a plugin for your existing website. Why? Because if you're selling, I mentioned it earlier, a guaranteed issue accidental death benefit plan, okay, with a return of premium rider, with a free 1-year scholarship, drive the consumer to your website or email them the link or meet someone at the public supermarket and hold up your smartphone, run a quote, they can apply and get a policy within 14 minutes or less. Okay, this is the way to sell the low hanging fruit products. And now it's not just the smaller policies. Okay, Banner Life, we have the exclusive, we have the most competitive term product on the platform up to 2 million, instant decision. And guess what? 2025, I heard the rumor, they're going to 4 million. Okay, that means it's not just the small $20 a month policies any longer. So what I would do is look at this platform. By the way, we just came out with 2 new videos. One for agents, okay, if they want to recruit other agents, and then one for consumers. So you can use this on a Facebook ad, for example, to drive new revenue, new business, new prospects to your site, okay, and to you, to your storefront, okay? And here's what I want to just mention real fast. The Assurity option, okay, they have a short-term DI product that's on our site, okay, direct to consumer. They just increased the monthly benefit, okay? Look on the right-hand side, $6,000 per month, self-employed $4,000 per month. That's almost double of what it was just 3 months ago, okay? You got to run with this stuff. Guaranteed issue Gerber, straight up guaranteed issue. Send them to your website, boom, you're done. I just mentioned Banner Manhattan Life. They have over 15 products on the platform. If you're a health agent, okay, these are great door openers. You can package these in with your life sale, with your health sale, with the PNC sale. But anyway, I can't stress it enough. We will include the 2 new videos in our thank you email, and we can brand those, co-brand those for you, okay, with your logo, your picture, your phone number for free. We already made the investment. We got everything approved. It's all ready to go. Done. Okay, let's keep moving. So I want to now, we're going to back up for 1 second and speak about the gifting because it is the holiday season, as we know, okay? Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Bill, you know, I heard you talk about the scholarship program for years. I still don't get it, or I can't get my arms around it. Well, you're going to get it now because I'm going to show you the sizzle here, okay? And I think, and actually I know if you start using some of these strategies, it will make a difference for your 2025 sales and income, okay? I promise you, and here's why. So, number 1, each point is $1 of tuition, okay? Think of it like that, okay? And that is the chart in front of you. So, after 19 years, 20 years, your client, prospect, insured is going to have almost $50,000 to be used towards a 4-year tuition. And we have over 440 colleges now in the country. Okay. All of those companies on the right-hand side approved. It's free for the consumer. It's free for you, the agent. There's no commission reduction. It just gives you another feather in your cap to speak about and to market, okay, and to set yourself apart from your competitors. We're as agents, as marketers, as salespeople, we're always looking to get a leg up, right? How can we be unique than the other million agents in the U.S., okay? This is the perfect way. And now think about the gifting part of it. Holiday time, right? Great time for you to have your CSR or admin assistant get on the phone with all your clients. Think about this. Every policy, okay, that's approved. So even if, let's say you sold an Allianz IUL 5 years ago, okay, and now you're with Levinson, you're contracted with Allianz, you're in the Sage program, which is free, okay, it takes us just minutes to get you set up. You can go back to that client that you sold this IUL to from 5 years ago and say, Mary Smith, great news. I am now Sage approved. Okay. And she's thinking, well, what's Sage and what are we talking about today? And you're going to say, because Allianz IUL is an approved product, I can self-enroll direct. By the way, it's direct to consumer, or you can help Mary do this. Okay. Into the program. And guess what? Those scholarship points start accruing that day. Why? Because she bought an approved policy 5 years ago from you, the Sage rep, who's approved to do this. Okay. And by the way, you can do this all through InsureMe Now Direct. or we give you your own link. Okay, but it's simple, takes minutes. So do you think Mary is going to be happy with a phone call from you saying, great news, this doesn't cost you a penny, and your granddaughter now can have a 4-year tuition scholarship? Okay, let's say 2 years paid for free because you bought a policy 5 years ago. By the way, Mary, do you have any referrals for me? Do you think that's going to open doors? Absolutely it is. So if I was an agent and I'm selling all these carry policies from all these companies, or even one or two, I'd go back to every single policyholder with a great story to tell and say, hey, Mary, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Guess why I'm calling you? To tell you about this scholarship program that you get for free because you bought a Gerber Children's Whole Life policy from me 7 years ago. Okay? So it's not just for new policies sold moving forward, it's also for the approved policies you sold going back. Okay? No brainer, free. So you've got to run. We have agents using this daily. Okay? But you got to run with this concept. Okay? And by the way, if you want a good understanding of how the points work, and if they send you referrals, they get more points. It's just like an online checking account with Bank of America. Okay? Mary gets her own account and log in. She can log in, see what companies are in the program, how many points she has. And then even if her daughter, let's say, went to Florida State University or wants to go to FSU, but they're not in the program, it's okay. Why? Because she can give the points, the scholarship to her granddaughter. Okay? So as long as it's a blood relative, the scholarship can be transferred to another family member. So no brainer, no skin off your back, 100% complimentary. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, what I want to do next is show you the return of premium Kansas City Life product with the scholarship program and how, let's use Mary Smith again, okay? She's a mother. She has a 1-year-old daughter, okay? Mary Smith, 1-year-old daughter. Think about this. You're the agent presenting, okay? Now, you come in the door, you're showing this illustration of the cashback term we just went over with Rob, Kansas City Life, okay? Let's use this example. And I'm going to go slow because I want you to understand exactly what we're doing here. Left-hand side, that's the carrier illustration. The right-hand side, that is the scholarship points accruing every single year. Mary is a 45-year-old preferred non-smoker. We're selling her $250,000 of a 20-year cashback return of premium product. Okay? Now, think to yourself if you can sell this, present it, and if Mary is going to buy into this concept. Okay, she has a 1-year-old. Don't forget, 1-year-old daughter. So you're saying to Mary, hey, if little Jenny, okay, wants to go to college, guess what? I have a plan for you to consider. Okay, if you buy this policy and something happens to you, say you're the sole breadwinner, okay, something happens to you as the mother, guess what? Your daughter gets $250,000 tax-free death benefit. Paid. Done. Do you think that's going to help with a 4-year tuition? Absolutely. Now, let's say to Mary, well, chances are you're young and healthy. You're going to make it another 20 years. Okay? Great. Everybody agrees. So now, 20 years later, you have 43,000 scholarship points or dollars. Okay? So the total premium is $119 per month. After 20 years, it's a total of $28,750 that Mary paid into the policy. Now, after 20 years, right, when her daughter needs the money for her 4-year tuition, well, guess what happens? She can either A, take back all of her premiums that she put in, so she had free life insurance in case she passed, and cash in the scholarship program for tuition credit. A total of just under $72,000 to be used towards a 4-year tuition. Okay? So if she passes away, it's okay. Well, it's a horrible situation, but little Jenny's going to be okay with her 4-year tuition. She's got $250,000 tax-free. And if Mary makes it, that's even better, obviously. And there's a total of $72,000 to be used towards a 4-year tuition. It's a win-win across the board. I'm going to make it even better. With this product, there are other options. So number one, cash it in, get all your money back. You just had free life insurance plus the scholarship. Option two, Mary says, you know what? Things are great. I'm making plenty of money. I want to use the scholarship. I'm going to give it to little Jenny. No problem. Then I'm going to tell Kansas City Life, keep the $28,000 and they'll give her a reduced paid up term policy. Let's say for another 10, 15 years, whatever it is. Okay. Keep the money. I'm going for another 15-year term, paid for and done. Or Mary can say, you know what? I want to convert this to a permanent product from Kansas City Life, and I'll get the same health class I got 20 years ago. So we call it the triple play option that Rob also mentioned. So what parent is going to say no to this? It's a freebie. And even at the end of 20 years, all your money back plus the scholarship didn't cost her a penny. Okay? We know how it goes. You've got to get your arms wrapped around this concept. And by the way, we can do the same thing with their permanent products as well. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, seminar sales. Big deal for 2025. Why? COVID's pretty much over, as we know. Okay, and you can do seminars now, obviously in person. Okay, you can do these through a Zoom, a GoToWebinar like we're on now, even a conference call. I mean, totally up to you. And here's what's so neat, and Rob mentioned this, they do everything for you, everything. You pay for the room and whatever food and drink, they take care of everything else. They'll even fly in and they'll bring in their advanced case attorney as well if needed. Okay, they have all the mailers, all the presentation material. So you just go and hopefully start signing up the attendees. But this is a great plan, and it's approved with Levinson. So once you're appointed with Kansas City Life, with Levinson, boom, you're in 100% complimentary. Okay, so no brainer for life and or annuity. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is I want to show you how we were talking about social media, about paid ads, about getting the word out, driving attendance to your website, to your social media pages. These are two examples. Okay, and all we did here, went on Instagram, you can do it on Facebook. We plugged in life insurance. You can put top performing posts or recent posts. Okay, and all we did was hit top performing. And look how simple. I always say you don't have to reinvent the wheel, change a few spokes. Left-hand side, this is a financial advisor. Okay, look at his message. Insurance is a means of protection from financial loss. You can choose to buy it at a later time or now at a more affordable price. Is that rocket science, folks? No. Almost 1,000 likes. 819 people shared it on their page. Let's look at the right-hand side. We were talking about children's whole life with Rob earlier, the gift of life. Okay, look how simple this is. Okay, it's just like a basic graphic. Talks about some numbers. Look at the amount of likes, comments, and shares. That's mind-boggling. Okay, there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing the same thing. And you can say to me, Bill, I got 30 likes. It's not working for me. Okay, think about this. Would you go right now to a Hilton in the lobby and speak to 30 of their guests about life insurance for free? You would say to me, Bill, absolutely. Same thing. There's no difference. Okay? It's getting the word out. And 30 likes is 30 more than you had yesterday. And it didn't cost you a penny. Let's keep moving forward. Okay. Another great training tool. I'm going to mention this quickly because I want to get everyone out in 4 minutes. Bill Levinson Experience Podcast. We have our final episode tomorrow. We're going to launch it next week, right before Christmas. And right now, the hot button is, if you face it, the annuity landscape is very interesting, right? Things are going to change for the new year. We have these two companies that had this warning put out last week. You have to know what to focus on, what carriers to focus on. I'm bringing in the top annuity consultant, in my opinion, and he's going to give us the complete landscape A to Z, talk about sales strategies. Even if you've never sold an annuity before, it's part of your goal list, bucket list for 2025. This is the episode for you. And then we also are going to share the top four performing podcast episodes in 24. So you'll see that in the thank you email as well. I'm just about done here. We'll get a bow on this and we're going to end just in time, which is nice for a change. And we're also going to have our giveaway. So make sure you're paying attention. Let's go. Second to last slide is we're talking about upcoming training events. Obviously, this was the last of the year. We want to talk about 2025. We are officially launching IBEXIS, the A- rated annuity company, has some great FIA and MYGA products. Also, they have an interesting floor concept we're going to dive into, and that's on the 2nd. Okay, make sure you register. Just under that, this is an in-house webinar. This is great. You all requested this, by the way. This is all the underwriting niches you need to know about. Bill, I got a guy, got a girl. Maybe they smoke marijuana. They have this prescription card. Who's going to give them non-smoker rates? Or, hey, I have a skydiver. I have a pilot. Whatever. I have someone foreign travel, foreign national. All the above. We're going to get into carriers, products, who stands out, and what do you need to know for the new year. Just under that, Illinois Mutual Life and Annuity, and then just under that, it's Be Your Own Banking concept with Mutual Trust Life. Okay, we all know about YFB, Your Family Bank. We're going to dive into the whole platform. That's on the 23rd. And then on the bottom, last but not least, Lincoln Financial and a special guest speaker that's going to be on live on the 30th. So it's great stuff to come. My final slide here, wrapping up for today and for 2024. We're going to ask our question of the day right now. And what we're also going to show you and point out is our Positive Tuesday quote, which, by the way, I always say you don't have to listen to what we say, watch what we do. The proof is in the pudding. If you notice, the podcast episodes are out every single month. The Positive Tuesday quotes every single Tuesday, okay? Rain or shine, sick or not, you're going to see a Positive Tuesday quote. And this one is, success just happens when your dreams are bigger than your excuses, okay? Dream big, work hard, keep your foot on the gas, and little by little, you'll make the turn. There's no secret sauce. It's consistency and persistency over and over and over again, okay? Never missing a day. And by the way, my question of the day, hope your little fingers are on the keyboard. You ready? JC is going to tell us who answered first and who was correct. Okay, we spoke about the Kansas City Life seminar sales platform. What is the minimum premium required for you to participate in the seminar platform? Minimum premium required for you to participate in this complimentary platform that Kansas City Life offers through Levinson and Associates. Minimum premium required, and you're in. Tell me the magic number, and you're a winner for this holiday season. JC, who was first? Who was correct?
Jim K.
Jim K. The answer was actually 0. Trick question, trick answer, because there is no premium requirement as long as you're active with Kansas City Life and Levinson, 100% complimentary. I just want to take a second, wish you all a happy holiday season. Thank you for sticking it out with Levinson, and we look forward to bigger and better things for 2025. You can rely on us to always bring you the latest and greatest. That's my promise to you on record. Okay, and we will see you back on the 2nd of January for 2025's webinar. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. All the above. Enjoy. Happy and healthy to each and every one of you.